What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Wednesday, September 25th. In today's video, we're going to be addressing the recent pump that's happened with the Dog Rune token. It's pumped over 11% over the past 24 hours. But we're also going to compare Dog to Bitcoin. How's it been performing against Bitcoin over the past 24 hours? 7 days, and most specifically the 1 month time frame. Then I want to share with you why everybody's paying attention to Dog, such as YouTubers talking about it, and also at the very end I want to share with you charting and analysis of where we're seeing in the charts of what Dog has done. Recently a golden cross has formed again. Let's go ahead and address it in this video by smashing that like button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So as you can tell, the Dog Rune token community sentiment has actually grown. Not too long ago, we were at 2,500. We're now at 2,800 votes, 91% in terms of bullish sentiment. Sooner or later, I think what the community is trying to do is get this to 100%. I definitely think that's bound to happen. Now look at the market cap. It's now 294 million, and it has actually already hit 300 million market cap and even reached as high as a 310 million market cap. So let's go ahead and compare the Dog Rune token to Bitcoin. So once we do compare it to Bitcoin, we got to see how it's performing. So yes, over the past 24 hours, you're seeing that Dog is outperforming Bitcoin. But let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Let's go over the past 7 days, because it's actually performed over 30% compared to Bitcoin. But even the most important chart is the 1 month time frame. Now, why is this the most important part? Well, when you saw that Dog took a dip, you saw that it was kind of decoupling away from Bitcoin, which is right around here. Now, what's really important is that right now we're actually right back up, just below 12% below Bitcoin's price. Now, the reason I say that is because we always bring up on our channel that most people never buy the dip. Usually sharks and big whales buy the dip because they either understand the fundamentals or they study Dog and know what's about to happen. So if you didn't sell at the very bottom, then basically if you bought the dip, you're basically almost back in profit. And not only that, because you held on, you're only down 12% compared to if you were to sell right around here, you'd be down almost 40%. So this is why we say dollar cost average, hodl, and wait for the Rune ecosystem to boom, because it has not boomed just yet. Now let's look at the amount of unique holders. Still over 89,000, hasn't gone too high or too low. We've garnered 200 new holders over the past few days, so that's really great to see. Now it's priced at around 4.68 sats. This is not the bull run if you're expecting it to be. Now what we're seeing in the total market cap is 740 million. Remember, like I said, we haven't experienced the bull market yet. We're seeing a big boom in Ordinals and runes, but right now Dog on the Moon is the #1 player in this game. We even have YouTubers such as Dan from his crypto YouTube channel, Crypto Ventures, and what he talked about was that right now Dog is primed in this next bull rally for Bitcoin, will be at the forefront of the Rune ecosystem, but also the #1 meme coin to pump. Right now its market cap at around 300 million. This is undervalued. Do your research, study Dog. And then when you look at the amount of unique holders around the world who own Bitcoin, over 200 million people own Bitcoin on different exchanges and also on private wallets. So this goes to show in terms of the comparisons of numbers compared to Dog. So even though there's 200 million holders around the world that own Bitcoin, only 89,000 own Dog. So if you just allocate maybe 0.05% or maybe even 0.5% of that portion of that group into Dog, this should be in the hundreds of thousands, and that means the price of Dog should go up as well. Now let's look about the time frame, because Jake brought up a really good point, because he says BRC20s wasn't listed on a tier 1 exchange until 8 months after its creation, already on Binance, which was on November 2023. Runes is now heading into month 6 since its creation, and that's very true. So that's why we say right now, if you're into Dog, if you know how to buy Dog, you gotta head amongst the bigger crowd, amongst the mass audience. Now, charting analysis, this is the most important part of the video. Now, we did see a golden cross at the very beginning, which sent us into a bull rally, followed by a death cross, setting us to a bear trend. Then we formed another golden cross. We alerted it on this specific channel since you subscribe. And then we even addressed that this was a death fake out. We brought this a number of times. And we always say nobody ever buys the dip. Normally, retail never buys the dip. like we say over and over, because it's very normal. People are very scared at that time. But sharks and whales, because we've been in this game a lot longer, we end up dollar cost averaging in every single dip that we can. And then as we predicted, another golden cross continuation, which means that this is just a continuation based off this other golden cross. I mean, just look at the RSI. We saw a big bull trend in the very beginning, followed by that bear trend, which we mentioned before. And ever since this day, beginning of August, we started the bull trend. This is this red line right here. So what you're seeing in the price is pretty much disguised to make you feel like nothing's happening. But really, the amount of activity that's happening behind the scenes, you're seeing that there's more interest within the specific token. And that's why it's always good to follow the RSI. And that's why you're seeing another golden cross continuation. So in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a bit of a retracement because we're seeing these pullbacks. That's what you should expect to see. But really, this thing is outperforming major altcoins out there, especially within the dog meme coin world. So right now, look at this specific chart, study dog. This is not the pump. I have been dollar cost averaging below 500 million because 500 million is the minimum, the bare minimum that this specific rune token should meet. Because we do know, as we've talked about on our channel, this should be over the $1 billion family and reach into the $5 billion to $10 billion market cap once the Bitcoin bull rally does begin between October through March of 2025. So with that said, let me know your thoughts down below and I cannot wait to read them. So as always, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding dog. Till then, see you guys and girls next time.